House plenary approves the death penalty reimposition bill on second reading. From the House of Representatives, Nel Maribuhok is back to tell us why live. Yes, Nel, go ahead.
Darlene, at 7:31, the House Deputy Majority Floor Leader Juan Pablo Bondoc submits motion to terminate the period of amendments. By viva voce, the period of amendments terminated, and immediately the House Bill 4727 or Death Penalty Reimposition Bill approved in the second reading.
Mr. Speaker, I move for approval on second reading of House Bill 4727. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion to approve House Bill 4727 for second reading. Those who are in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those who are against, please say nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker.
The House Bill 4727 is approved on second reading.
Mr. Speaker.
This after Congressman Lagman questioned the members present in the House required for a quorum. The House Majority Leader Rudy Fariñas stood up and favored another roll call and moved to terminate the period of amendments. 227 members were present on the second roll call, therefore a quorum was declared. Earlier, some lawmakers, namely Congressmen Rolando Andaya, Tom Villarin, Raul Daza, Rodante Marcoleta, Ramon Rocamora, and Edsel Lagman presented their individual amendments. Congressman Lagman has proposed to remove the term death in the bill. All of the proposed amendments rejected by one of the sponsors of the bill, House Committee on Justice Representative Reynaldo Umali, saying that they would no longer accept any amendment, citing omnibus rejection. Again, by viva voce or voice voting, the lawmakers who presented amendments lost the appeal. Congressman Umali explained that inserting or deleting the original provisions of the House Bill 4727 will lose its intention of just reimposing the death penalty. Darlene?
Thank you, Nel. And that's Nel Maribuhok reporting live from the House of Representatives. The Philippine Army is set to recruit around 14,000 new soldiers this year. Brian De Paz will tell us why.
The Philippine Army will be hiring more than 13,000 new soldiers this year. The additional manpower will be mobilized to go after terrorist groups like Abu Sayyaf and New People's Army and to fill in vacant positions in the infantry, artillery units, engineer, communication, logistics, and administrative functions of the Philippine Army. Army Commanding General Glorioso Miranda says it would relieve soldiers from many duties.
Just a fill-up, as I said. No, it will just make our job easier in the meantime kasi it's economy of scale. Kung 5 sundalo yung lumalaban, na dapat 10 sila, siyempre di times 2 yung effort nila.
Meanwhile, the Philippine Army assures that candidate soldiers will receive a gross income of 16,852 pesos, while those enlisted as new private soldiers will receive a gross income of 23,204 pesos. The amount is aside from allowances and benefits they will get.
Lalong-lalo na rito, pinaprioritize ko yung benepisyo o welfare na ating kasundaluhan, yung mga force protection, dito, helmet, to increase their survivability.
The Philippine Army also prioritizes the recruitment of military science graduates, those with advanced ROTC course, college graduates, those who were able to finish 72 units in college, high school graduate with technical and vocational skills, which is needed in the Philippine Army. The applicants may go to the Army recruitment centers in Fort Bonifacio, Metro Manila, Camp Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City, and Camp Evangelista in Cagayan de Oro. They should bring identification cards and BI clearance and other required documents. For other information regarding recruitment, applicants may visit the Philippine Army website www.army.mil.ph. Brian De Paz, UNTV News and Rescue, Taguig City.
The House Minority Bloc will insist the amendments on some provisions of the death penalty reimposition bill, which will limit the period of its implementation to June 2022. Nel Maribuhok will tell us why.
The crimes of plunder, treason, and rape were finally removed from the provisions of the death penalty reimposition bill. This was after the House Majority Bloc presented their amendments to the bill. In the substitute bill, death penalty imposition will be limited only to drug-related offenses. These include the importation, trade, and manufacturing illegal drugs. Also planting evidences of illegal drugs. The illegal possession of illegal drugs has not been included in the list. In one of the provisions of the bill, the court judge has the discretion of choosing what mode of death penalty will be imposed, if by hanging, firing squad, or lethal injection. In connection with this, the minority bloc apparently accepted the controversial bill may be passed in the lower house, but they will insist their proposed amendments like sunset provision, wherein the effectivity of the reimposition of death penalty is up to June 2022 or only within the term of President Rodrigo Duterte.
At dahil wala kami numero, at least limitahan natin yung panahon kung kailan po pwede magpataw ng death penalty.
I will be a member of the BICAM. I will insist on the sunset provision.
It is expected that before the session break on March 18, the lower house will approve the bill in the third and final readings. Nel Maribuhok, UNTV News and Rescue, House of Representatives.
Supporters of Environment Secretary Gina Lopez, composed of anti-mining groups, marched to the Senate today. Joyce Balancho will tell us why.
Today is the supposed hearing of the Commission on Appointments for the confirmation of Gina Lopez as the Secretary of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DENR. More than 3,000 members of anti-mining groups marched to the Senate today to call for her immediate confirmation. The groups who joined the protest include Sangdakas, Greenpeace, Alyansang Tigil Mina, Save Sierra Madre, as well as farmers and fishermen from Batangas and Mindoro. However, Greenpeace says they have not been informed that the confirmation hearing of Lopez was postponed today following the reorganization in the Senate.
We would like to push for the confirmation of Secretary Gina Lopez. Despite the postponement of the meeting of the CA, yung position ng different organizations, hindi lang environmental organizations but people's organizations, farmers, fisher folks, will stay. It will never change.
The leaders of the group also plan to submit position papers to the office of Senator Manny Pacquiao, who chairs the Senate Environment Committee of the CA. Secretary Lopez arrived at the rally shortly and expressed her appreciation of her supporters.
We will work together. Okay, magsama-sama tayong lahat para makamit isang bansa na lahat ay nagmamahalan at wala nang mahirap sana. Yung laban, hindi tukol sa akin. Para ito sa kalikasan, sa ating kinabukasan. At ito ang sobrang confidence ko na kung alagaan ng kalikasan, na may pakinabang ang lahat, doon manggagaling ang kinabukasan ng bansa.
Meanwhile, Senator Loren Legarda, who is the member of the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources of CA, openly expressed support for the advocacies of the DENR Secretary.
We're trying to convince the others to help support her. Of course, that's another matter in the Commission on Appointments, and I hope that she would continue what she's doing even beyond the issue of mining.
Meanwhile, pro-mining protesters trooped to the DENR office in Quezon City to oppose Lopez confirmation. They're asking to allow mining in their area as their livelihood has been affected already. Lopez has earlier assured that affected families will be given livelihood through development of ecotourism sites. Senator Manny Pacquiao, who heads the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources of the CA, confirms receiving various complaints for mining companies and workers, opposing the confirmation of Secretary Lopez. While he himself supports Lopez, the committee will still have to hear out their side.
Sumakit na nga ulo ko dahil sa dami ng mga oppositors na nakaabang na. And then, siyempre, as chairman, papakinggan din natin yung panig nila. And then, yung mga ibang mga members, hindi natin mapipigil sila kung ayaw nila.
Pacquiao says Lopez confirmation will be scheduled once the composition of the CA committee is finalized. Joyce Balancho, UNTV News and Rescue, Senate of the Philippines.